Hello and welcome to the Gamer Talks podcast. This is the May episode of 2025. This week we are joined with me, Arcade. We have Cactus, Mikey.
Hello.
And we have Dunkster.
Good evening. Or good day, or whenever you're listening to this.
Yeah, what was I going to say? Dunk's an hour ahead of us.
Yeah.
As well.
And Pook might join on at some point, but we're not sure. He's
currently away on some family business, so he said we could start without him. And then Busta isn't here either. He's sidelined once again.
He's not feeling too good. He is excused.
Get well, Busta.
Yeah. Pook correctly pointed out last month that he wasn't dead. He's not dead. He's just not in this episode.
He's still not dead, no.
We'll just reassure everyone that he's still alive, guys.
Yeah, he's 100% still alive. I've seen him this week. I know he's still alive.
He's not in Andy's freezer.
He's not. But,
not at all.
Yeah.
Not all of him.
No.
Right.
Several drawers.
Right, just a few things I wanted to mention to you before we started. Obviously, the Oblivion remaster remake thing came out. What are we thinking of that? Have any of you played it yet?
I played a little bit on the PC, but I think this is one of the things where it was like my PC is showing its shittiness when I tried to run that game.
Okay. Yeah,
and it was it didn't run too good. My PC did not run it well at all. So I was like, if I do get it, which I probably will, it'll be on the PlayStation, so I can just play it without worrying about performance. Or
I mean, it seems a lot more demanding than the...
Yeah, it's all the new bells and whistles from the new Unreal Engine, so there's a lot of really cool lighting effects. I got to see it at like 3 frames per second, but it looked nice.
Wow. I mean, it's 120 gig. It's a big file. I mean,
it's got all of the DLC, all of the add-ons and stuff from the original Oblivion, so it's got like that whatever it was, like the Isle of Madness or whatever it was.
The Shivering Isles, and there's
Shivering Isles.
Knights of the Nine Lodge thing as well.
So it is a colossal game. And
it is a big thing, yeah. And as you
from
said,
what I played of it,
that.
I played the first intro bit where you escape the sewers, and then you come out and there's a little dungeon just across a ravine from you. So I went and I'd done that, and it worked fine on my PC when I was in the dungeons, when I was indoors and all that stuff. Yeah. But as soon as I went out into the open world, it sounded like my PC was going to start fucking hovering or something.
All the lighting and foliage and views, and stuff.
Yeah, all of that stuff.
And I also wanted to ask you about the Switch 2 as well. We haven't spoken about that since it was shown off, so what are we thinking about that?
Just before we do that, this is a Bethesda game, right? Oblivion.
Yeah.
Well, but if it's in Unreal Engine, does that remove all of the jank?
No, the jank's still there. I think it's a weird setup. It's like, I think it uses something to do with the graphics part of, it still uses its old engine.
It's still what was it? The engine, I can't remember the name of the engine they used in Oblivion, but there's that one, and then there's bits from Unreal Engine they've hand-picked stuff from it or something.
So it's it's using pieces from two different engines.
They've deliberately kept in the jank.
It's the old Oblivion game engine, and it's like the characters still all interact like weird puppets, and they still have those weird faces, but they're kind of a different shape this time.
Excellent, I love it.
They've used the original engine to keep the originality, I think, but then they've put in the new bits to make it look better. Which is probably why it's such a big file.
Yeah, that kind of the other way around is the graphics from the Unreal Engine is.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a bit of a side-by-side comparison video, and it looks fantastic what they've done. So.
Yeah, and actually the fighting's really good. It's really fluid, and it's
even at 3 frames a second.
Well, when you were in the dungeons, I was getting 40, 45.
45, fucking hell.
Living the dream, baby.
Yeah, but I did get to mess around with the combat a bit and do a couple of dungeons, and then I just kind of put it all off and thought, I'll wait till I get the PS5 version before I get really into it. But it's like, from what I gathered, what I played, it was all that good sauce that made the old one so good at the time.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Loving
That's what
it.
we like.
Can't wait to get into it myself. Dunk, is that the sort of thing you'd play, or not really?
Yeah, I love my big RPG games. I haven't played Oblivion, so
Yeah.
it might be a good time to dip in, but unfortunately, Potato Master Race.
Yeah,
I think
it doesn't bode well. No.
my poor desktop will basically just turn into a large burning ball of flames.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the
It
potato
just
thing doesn't
installs
really...
like the old version of Oblivion
Yeah,
instead.
it just goes, ha ha ha. You're joking, right?
I mean, you can still buy the original if you want to.
I can do, and you know what? I'd be tempted to because
The original
I
game is
mean,
fucking awesome. I mean, it's
I had the
janky.
special edition of that with
games are
fancy
just great
box.
to get into.
It came with a map and like a fancy one of the coins. What were the coins called?
Oh, when buying video games was like cool, and you like had something to read on the bus journey home.
You know, like,
Yeah, when a physical copy was actually a physical copy.
Oh yeah, I used to love going
you
and
can
buying
actually go out
games.
and buy a game, and you got
Reading the
stuff with
manual
it.
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Got stuff
The
with it.
instruction booklets always had like extra story in it and extra lore and extra drawings and stuff like that. I used to love it.
I can't. I'm so gutted I didn't keep it, but I had StarCraft and the Brood War
Oh, fucking
in
hell.
in a beautiful double box set. There
Wow.
was like
Nice.
and it got like a load. It's like two big books and like the Prima games. Do you remember the Prima game guides?
The strategy guys, yeah.
Yeah. It got one of them with it. And, yeah, it's like I spent so much time playing that game.
Those games were like the best physical copies, the big cardboard boxes you got.
The big card boxes, how PC games used to before they got those DVD cases. Yeah,
it was cool shit, man. I used to have that in Half-Life Generations.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's one of the best purchases ever.
Years ago, I've got like one of the earliest Steam accounts, and it got stolen.
Oh, yeah.
And someone hacked it, and the only way I was able to get it back was because I'd bought the physical copy of like I think it was the orange box or something, the Half-Life orange box.
Oh yeah, I had an orange box, yeah.
And I got the CDs and the CD key, and Steam support literally asked me to take a photo of that and send it them to clarify that I was the owner of the account, and they were like, "Yep, here it is. Reset your password."
It is you.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I was really lucky because like there was a lot of games on there.
Yeah. I remember getting the orange box for somebody back in the day. Did it not have like 2 games or 3 games in it or something?
The orange box was Half-Life 2 and Half-Life 2 Episode 1 and then Episode 2 and then there was Portal and then there was Team Fortress 2 as well.
Sure. Oh, was that? Right, okay.
Yeah, it was a good box.
Yeah.
Good box, yeah. You don't get shit like that anymore though.
Nah, it's all shite.
Yeah, but even like a big
Old
physical
man
compilation thing,
loud.
4 games in it, you know?
You would buy the game and it would be like a full standalone thing without any, the endings cut off to make room for DLC or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's same with like the Call of Duty. I had that and then the expansions on it was like a whole extra game.
I know. It's like back when DLC was like a new bit. It wasn't a bit you were missing, it was a new bit, you know?
Or a new fucking... Well, it was Oblivion that was the first one to do that shit though, wasn't it? They did the horse armor.
Yes.
Yeah. That was a bit weird. You've still got to pay extra for the horse armor with the fucking remaster as well.
Yeah.
What?
I was fucking pissed
You get
off.
the original horse armor for free, as well as the DLC, but they've got new horse armor that you can pay for.
I know. Oh, I looked at that because I'm like...
that is literally peak trolling right there.
Yeah, absolutely tongue-in-cheek for sure.
I
think if you get like the deluxe, I don't know, I think it's deluxe edition thing.
Well, the thing is, the remaster's 50 quid, so it's not cheap. It's like a price of a new game.
Yeah.
And then if you want the fucking horse armor and shit, it's like another 20 quid or something. Like, bloody hell.
If you're really looking to get the horse armor, you may want to reevaluate your priorities, though.
Yeah.
No,
Absolutely.
it's not essential, but it's like when they do a remaster, you kind of think they're going to include everything, and it seems a bit cheeky to not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think the horse armor thing is just part of the joke. Because...
Yeah, I think that is just a tongue-in-cheek joke. I mean, I think they probably specifically made that new horse armor just to be funny, right?
Pretty much, yeah. That's probably it. I don't see much point behind it, but there you go.
Well, there was a whole scandal with Oblivion and the fact that they had horse armor DLC that you had to pay for, and there was a whole uproar online about it.
It was like the start of the microtransaction shit, right?
Yeah. And so then putting it in for another 20 quid is just like, yeah, we won.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Yeah.
But...
Anyway, we said we were going to digress, and we've done a terrible job of it.
So, what's everybody been playing? We forgot to do that.
I'll go first.
Yeah. I watched you play that really good game on stream. I watched you play the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, that fucking South of the Circle, that was amazing.
That was really good.
South of the Circle.
Yeah, it's like a narrative point-and-click game. It's not a long game, it's only 3 or 4 hours long. And it's based around it's a true story of the 1968 Cold War, the sort of nuclear codes and everything, and the Antarctic and everything around that. It's really cool. So basically the story is you're a professor, and the game has the professor flying out to the Arctic to go to a British base to do some research and all this shit. So you play through that, and then at the same time you're also playing his sort of parallel life, which is from before he goes. So it's like his life at the university, and then he goes out with his pals and he meets a woman and blah blah blah. You play through that.
It's got like a romance story intertwined with it, right?
Yeah, so it's like you're playing almost two different games. And you play both of them right through to the end. And the end of his romance is when he leaves, or just before he leaves, and the end of
no spoilers.
No spoilers at all, no. But and the end of the second bit is when he find out that turn off now, you don't want to hear the ending. You find out that Russia has dropped a nuclear bomb on the Arctic and everyone's been taken away. And these 3 guys, your pilot, you, and then there's this other guy that's been abandoned. So there's 3 of you left on the Arctic. You've got to get yourself away. It's just a really interesting story. The fact that it's true and I didn't live it is just like really interesting to me. It's done in a lovely hand-drawn style.
Yeah, but it's based around the political agreement where there was to be no armaments in the Antarctic region.
Yeah.
I get the name of the agreement. And then it was basically about how people were doing it anyway.
Like the whole Russian aggression thing and not honouring the agreement and shit, yeah.
For those games, I often get bored.
I'm getting real Firewatch vibes from it. Did you ever play
That's
that?
what it was like, yeah. Even actually, like, style-wise, Dunk.
Firewatch
I loved Firewatch. I recently replayed it because it's such a cool game, and I enjoyed the narrative.
Nice. Yeah.
So that was one that because I've spoke to Pook a few times. He really enjoys the story games, and I just really can't get into them too much. But that was one of the one where Mikey was streaming that on Twitch, and I sat and watched the whole fucking thing.
Yeah,
really,
really well written, really well voice acted.
Yeah,
and everything was really well presented. Really, really good.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The voices, the sounds, the way it's put together is really good. It was actually done in 2020 for the Apple Arcade mobile thing, and then it was brought to PC in 22, so it's only a couple of years old. But
that makes sense, actually, thinking about like the simple mini games that you were doing in it were actually more fitted for a touchscreen, weren't they?
Like turning the dial on the radio, you have to like tune in the radio and stuff, you know what I mean? Like you're tuning the receiver for like SOS messages and shit. That's a very mobile centric type of thing. And you know, turning on a light switch or something is a very touchscreen thing. So it's very You can tell how it's been done, but it's a very well presented game, like you say, Andy. The voices, and obviously the story, the sound, just everything is really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I might pick that up actually because it's actually it's on discount at the moment on Steam.
It's also got like a puzzle element to it as well, and that you kind of go through it, and in all the like bases and things, you find like scraps of letters that tell you bits about what's going on. So you kind of gather it as you go along.
Yeah, I like stuff like that.
And then at the end, you find out obviously what's happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna. That's on the wish list. I'll be grabbing that.
There's no real combat as well, so you can just go through it.
Yeah, it's just
really casual,
story-based thing. Yeah,
it's just a.
You were playing that
yeah.
Death Stranding as well, weren't you, Mikey? It was another pretty heavy story game.
Yeah, I'm playing through that. It's a bit of a longer, chunkier one, but I'll get in there. But it's just a really good game as well. The voices are really good. It looks beautiful. It's just really well done. Even the way that you can use stealth around what the black ghost thing is called, Andy, again?
BTs.
Yeah, BTs. The way you use stealth and they just don't notice you is like they've obviously programmed it really well.
It's creepy. It's super intense, like trying to sneak past them. There's a few parts in that game where you get landed in like an area where there's loads of BTs floating around, and
it's
you
super
can only
intense.
detect them when you stay still and look for a second, kind of thing. It's really well designed, considering it's quite a simple bad guy, right?
Yeah, it is super intense. It's almost like the Enderman from Minecraft or something, but it's a really good. Don't look at it, don't alert it, don't make too much noise.
Mm-hmm.
It's like something from real life. Be quiet, hide in a corner, or whatever. It's like. So I really enjoy that.
You need to see if you can get through that before Death Stranding Part 2 comes out.
Well, we'll see. But I always wanted to play Death Stranding anyway, so I'm getting into it now, and it's just really good.
Yeah.
So I'm really enjoying that.
Really good.
I've not got far. I've not played it since I got back. I've been in Krakow this week, so I've not gone back to it yet. I've not really gone back to Avowed recently, so I had to get back into Avowed. I really liked that, but I haven't played it recently. And then the other one I wanted to mention was I played the demo for that Amazon Explorer's Legacy.
Hammerzone?
Yeah, it's called Amazon. It was out last month, I think.
Amazon or Hammerzone?
Amazon, like A-M-E-R. So it's another point-and-click adventure game. It's based on a game from 99, I think, 1999.
Oh, yeah.
And basically...
old school.
Yeah, you play this sort of, it's similar to South of the Circle in a way. You play a researcher, and he's sent to go and see this guy that carried out an expedition, but now he's too old to go back, so you've got to do it for him.
Looks like Mist.
Yeah, a little bit. And it was quite good. I quite liked the voices and the way it looked, and the sound and the story. It looks good. It's got a good story to tell. I'd like to see where it ends up, but the game's just so slow. Like, really, really slow. Like, I knew it was going to be slow because it's a point-and-click game, but I just feel like I'm not moving at all. Like, from where you start the game on a path, and it basically takes you like 10 clicks to get to his front door. It's like, I just don't have time for this. It just took ages to achieve anything.
Yeah. Those games are for quite a niche audience, I think.
Yeah, like getting into it and taking your time, and I'm like, if I was retired or on holiday or something, then yeah, that maybe the sort of thing I'd try, find out what happens. But right now, I'm working and play games and I'm going with you guys. I'm like, I don't have a lot of time to do stuff like that,
Give me the action.
A bit quicker, yeah. I mean, at least with South of the Circle, you kind of you got going straight away,
Yeah.
Like I got to that base, and then Andy watched me when I was at the British base, and then from there you see some stuff, and it goes right out the door and out the back, and you get a car, and it's like every click does something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't just move; it does something. It opens a door, you read a letter, you get in the car, you hear a radio transmission, you press a button. Something happens But in this, it was just like click, 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 nothing happens. I don't have time for that, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was my kind of gripe with that.
That's what you've been playing. You've been playing two good ones and one you weren't a fan of.
Pretty much.
What about you, Dunk? You've been bashing anything new?
Is that a euphemism or? So I did join Pookie. I've been working really hard at the moment. And, it's not had a huge amount of time, but I joined Pookie in a little bit of Schedule 1, which I'm not sure how much we can really talk about, but it's a game that you basically have to set up a
business.
A
drug
business,
empire.
A drug empire, basically. That's what I was looking for. Thanks. And from the growing of the product to the selling of the product and everything in between, and it's actually been really good fun.
It's massive though. It's took off huge.
Everybody's
really
playing kicked off. There's loads of people playing it, and it's actually really quite in depth, and it's quite a lot of fun. I would recommend it, but I obviously cannot recommend any of the content. It's disgraceful.
It's only made by two guys. That's impressive.
Two guys. It's excellent. For that, like they've gone into detail with it, and like you could craft your own versions of products, and so there's various different crafting things and upgrades, and there's also combat in it, like there's there's rivals, and there's the police are constantly after you.
Come to your door,
and so you've got to avoid them, and it's kind of got a GTA style avoidance system, so you have to hide, and like you can hide in sort of big bins and stuff like that. It's really good fun. It's really good fun. So we've been playing a bit of that. And what else? What else have I been playing? A bit of Repo, a bit of Zomboid. And I've been jumping back into a bit of racing sort of every now and again. I kind of hit a plateau where I just got frustrated with it, so I stepped away for a couple of weeks.
You're waiting for something new?
Well, I generally only play Assetto Corsa at the moment because that's what my PC can handle, but it's so heavily modified that like I can basically choose any car that exists on any track that exists, either in real life or made up, and go nuts. It's good. It's good.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
Nice.
it's been a busy month. So Schedule 1's the only new one, and it's been good. I've enjoyed it.
It looks hilarious. I've been doing a co-op game, but it's not. It's like a Dark Soulsy one. I got that. What's it called? Fuck. Lords of the Fallen. Lords of the Fallen. It's the new one.
I looked at that one. It's good.
It's very good. They did a reboot of it. There was an old one that came out. I think it was like 2016 or something. And again, it was a Souls-like, and again, it was fucking really difficult. And when this one first came out, I think a lot of people were like, "There's the bones of a good game here, but there's too many little annoyances and nuisance in the way it's been designed that it's just generally not a good game. It's not fun to play." So they've done this whole big revamp of the game, and they're calling it Lords of the Fallen 2.0.
Okay.
And one of the parts that sort of appealed to me the most was the full game was now completely cooperative play with any one person consistently. Like, I don't know if you've ever played much of the Souls games, but when you're trying to play co-op, it's this really awkward system, and it's just really mealy-mouthed. It's not very good. And it shows that this is a good way to do it, because I bought the game on sale for £16, and then I bought the PlayStation version. Whereas my mate bought that, he just downloaded the Friend Pass for free on PC.
Alright.
So he didn't even need to buy the game. He just download the Friend Pass.
Oh, okay, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he can create his character, play the tutorial, and his character's progress is all saved, and he can still work in it, being involved as the progression mechanics as I am, even though it's just on my save.
Yeah.
And so We put that on at like fucking 8 at night to have a wee go-ins to see if it was worth the 16 quid. And we didn't turn it off until it was like 4:30 in the morning. We're like, fuck, bro, we need to sleep. Okay. It is good. It is very, very good.
You got your money worth then.
Yeah, and I never played it before the 2.0 update, so I can't really speak for the original product, but it's good. And if you get a chance to play it and you like Souls games, this is a good one. Especially if you've got a mate who's got a console or a PC, they can get a friend's pass and play it for free with you. So
that's cool. I mean, yeah. I haven't got the patience for these games. I die way too often.
The co-op makes it so much easier though, because it's like half of these enemies, they've got such intense attack patterns and moves, and it's hard to dictate what they're going to do. Whereas if you're on 2-player, it's all just about somebody getting the attention of the monster while someone else stabs it in the arse kind of thing. Right? It doesn't matter what kind of skill set it's got when you run up behind it and just like shove a sword in its arse. But it's still difficult, which is good. Like we're not just cheesing the whole campaign that way. There's still boss fights that are like, all right, okay, we need to kind of like
this is serious shit going on,
Do the boss fights adapt to two players well, or?
I don't think so, but there's a default way to play through it, which is what we're doing just now, which is I think kind of designed for a single player playthrough. But there's a mode that you can turn on that basically tweaks the amount of enemies that spawn, their aggression, their health, and you can customize the way you want to play it.
See, I love games with customization like that because it offers so much replayability.
Especially with Souls games, man. You should be able to get through the game, like even if it's a difficult game. There shouldn't be a point in it where it's like you have to stop playing this game now because this part is literally too difficult for you and there's no other way around it.
Yeah, I've come across only a few games like that, and it's so frustrating because
it's almost like the Souls game
far, and then you just get to a point where you're like, oh, I can't do this. I actually can't do it.
Like, you just get fatigued.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, okay, fuck it. I'll come back to this later. Then you come back to it like a week later, and you're not familiar with the fighting mechanics and your character's build anymore, and you're like, you know what, I'm kind of losing interest in this altogether now.
Yeah.
Uninstall. But that's happened to me with a few of the Souls games. So for Lords of the Fallen, you have like scalable kind of difficulties. I don't think you can change it to be super easy mode outside of going on co-op, but it's a good way to do it at least. And it's like finally a good, consistent, focused co-op mode for one of these games that does cross-platform, which is just like
I mean, 10 out of 10 for me. Should be doing cross-play these days.
Yeah, so I don't know what complaints people could have from the first original release of that game that would still hold weight now, but I think it's a very good game. Yeah, that's what I've been playing pretty much. Apart from more Dark Tide as well. It's just like crack, though.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's got to have an addiction, you know. That's just like the law. It's
because the build I've got in it, it's like the guy's got an Uzi that's been upgraded to level 500 at this point.
Okay.
So you just spray into crowds of zombies and mutants, and it's so satisfying.
Yeah.
Super addictive.
Another Warhammer game.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, there's all of them out there now. Right, should we do some games for me?
Yes, let's
start. Andy, this one's for you. This is Doom the Dark Ages.
This looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, lots of support for Doom. It's out on the 15th of May. I presume a lot of people will be getting this. Of course, it'll be on Xbox Game Pass as well. Andy, are you going to be getting it or playing it or whatever?
I will definitely 100% be playing through this at some point or another.
Will your potato run it?
Look a lot of fun.
Maybe. I mean, id Software don't fuck around when it comes to optimization, right?
Yeah, they are generally really good, aren't they?
I mean, Doug, you could maybe download it and try it or something. I don't know.
I mean,
it's Doom though. You're going to want a keyboard and mouse. That's the thing.
I love the Doom games. So yeah, if this is compatible with my spicy potato, then I'm down.
Yeah, there you go.
It probably will be. I mean,
oh my god! I'm just looking. AMD Zen 2 or Intel 10th generation CPU. I'm currently using an Intel 5th generation CPU.
That's
So
Just the minimum.
sore one.
I might struggle with that one.
Yeah, they must be really stepping up their graphics. Minimum GPU is 8 gigs as well for VRAM.
And it has to do ray tracing.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay, hold on.
It's required.
I have just hit the fucking entry level here with the 2060 RTX.
Minimum is what is it? 2060.
That's what I've got.
It looks like 2060 Super. It says.
I mean, I might get a PC upgrade, but this is the kind of game where if you did get a new gaming rig, this is what you'd put on to stress test how good it can look, right? How good it can do graphics and that sort of thing.
I think they've significantly stepped up the graphics and then also the enemy designs and things as well. And that's why they're so demanding. And obviously,
but it's software's kind of thing. It's like they always bring out like their new games, especially for Doom. If it's a new Doom game, they always try to push the boat out somewhere or another.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, the Doom games have just been excellent. From start to current, which one was I recently playing? The latest one before
Eternal.
Yeah, and oh my god, it is just so slick.
Yeah,
it's chaos, and it takes a little bit to get sort of to grips with all the different mechanics of what you got to do to get your ammo and your health and your armor and all this. But once you get your head around it, it's so slick, and it feels so satisfying when you walk into like an area and just clear it out, and it's carnage everywhere.
Badass heavy metal soundtracks blaring and stuff. And,
like the best soundtracks in gaming.
And it's like you don't reload your guns in that. You'll never see him reload his pistol or anything. You just keep firing, and then when you run out of bullets, you push the reload button, and he pulls out a chainsaw and saws someone in half. And if you saw someone in half with the chainsaw, it refills your guns. So it's like it's just this consistent onslaught of like badass.
This does look like they slowed down the pace a little bit, which is interesting. I think they made you somewhat tankier, and
with shield.
So you got this shield now, and you're a bit tankier. I think you can take a bit more damage, and you're maybe a bit sort of not slower or clunkier, but just like you're a tank.
Yeah, like the first two, like Doom 2016 and Eternal. Like, if you wanted to win the fight, especially on the harder difficulties, you are ping-pong about the place, like, all over the map.
You're using all the movement mechanics, everything.
Yeah, like, you are all over the place. Whereas this one, it looks like you won't be doing that as much. It looks like it's got a big focus on the shield that he's got. It's big, sort of like a chainsaw shield. And it looks like you can parry bad guys and stuff with it. So that could make for some really cool boss fights, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It looks just glorious.
And I actually like the Doom story. This Doom story's fucking good.
You know what? I don't think I know a single bit of it. It's not. I'm not like Pookie where I just skip everything. But Doom, I'm just like, I just want to blow shit up.
The story's so small in comparison to the time that you spend just in like action mode in that game, though. So,
and also, in all fairness to me, they do it. Put most of the story in Eternal in like reading stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's why I liked it so much. Like you had a big codex.
Yeah, that's right. And I think in this one, I saw something. The developers have said that they've changed that up, and the story is now going to be more narrative, and like you're going to be able to.
It sounds like they're trying to attract some more players, players, you know.
I mean, the screenshots for it. There's a giant fucking Doom Marine mech that you get to pilot, and that's just like straight away. That's worth the money.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Definitely. Just looks fun, but 15th of May for that one, and Andy will be playing it, so you can watch him play it. Next one I thought looked interesting. I've been watching it for a while. This one's called Roadcraft. Now this one's another sort of business simulation game from Focus Entertainment, who do a lot of good stuff. They've done games like this before. They did Hotel Renovator and things as well. This one, as the name suggests, is kind of about repairing roads and owning big trucks and things. It's kind of similar to SnowRunner, except you're not driving. You're obviously repairing the landscape as you go. I think it's quite a good idea, and it looks really good. And I'm tempted to pick it up. Maybe not now, but at some point. There is a lot of driving around, getting stuck, falling off bridges and shit as well, a bit like Mud Runner and SnowRunner. It's not really a surprise because they did the Expeditions game as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same.
This looks interesting. I've not really seen anything like this before.
No, that's what I thought. It looks really interesting. It was the Summer Games Fest last year? Maybe it was revealed, or the Game Awards or something. It does look really interesting. I'm just watching. You've got to pick up logs with your one machine, load the ones on another one yourself. So it's kind of got a blend of a farming simulator type thing in it as well, blended with.
It's all about building and repairing infrastructure.
Road repairing and trucking, and yeah, it's
multiplayer co-op session online up to 4 players.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks like you can have co-op in it, and that could turn into absolute chaos if you've got like one of you driving a dump truck and the other loading a dump truck, and health and safety is going to come into it excellently.
Don't tell Pook and he'll want to get in the fucking crane or something.
Oh, absolutely. He'll be bungee jumping or something.
The demolition thing, right? The big wrecking ball and swing it in.
Oh, yeah.
Wrecking ball, he's got to fucking pour concrete in a truck or something. It's like, could be
chaos. Oh, I wouldn't trust Pookie to pour concrete. Come on, boys.
No, I don't blame you on that one, but yeah, it could be another bit.
Excuse me, be right back.
No, it looks like a lot of fun though.
It does look good.
But I'm kind of tempted to get it. Like I say, I don't know if I will, not on release, but yeah, who knows? But
nice.
Yeah,
and when's that out?
That one's out on the 20th of May.
20th.
Right, next one, Andy. We've been kind of both following it for a little while. This one's Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time.
So the last Fantasy Life that I played was on my 3DS.
Yeah, so same for me. I had it on 3DS. The Fantasy Life games up to now, at least in my mind, have always been kind of made for the smaller screen, like your DS, your 3DS, that sort of thing. This, I think, is the first time it's come to the big screen, like your monitor on PC.
It still looks good. I mean, the graphics are simple, but they look nice.
It still looks good. It's got a simple, colour, art style, about like you say.
It's like Animal Crossing type art style with a little bit more detail to it.
Yeah, a little bit more detail. It plays like the Fantasy Life games. I'm interested to see how it kind of works. In their transition from small screen to big screen, does it play the same? Does it feel the same? But the Fantasy Life games have always been kind of fun because it's like the mirror life, but they're still fun, if that makes sense.
Well, there's loads of different ways to play it. It's super replayable. Like you can choose loads of the different jobs and occupation,
different career
type.
paths and everything.
Yeah, and it was like it wasn't an open world, but it was like an open zone, and it had like a lot of stuff to do in it and different biomes. And
it was like
it was impressive for a 3DS game. Mm-hmm. But this, it was like you're saying, it'll be more interesting to see if they've expanded on it much. I don't know if I will. I don't see myself paying £50 for this.
No.
But it would definitely seem like one of those sort of like this nice kind of colourful, cheery game to just tune out to one day if you get it on sale.
I do wonder if it'll become like a, like your slice of life game and just kind of go about talking to folk, doing your work, earning money, stuff like that. So
it's looking like it in this one. It's looking like it's a lot more about building your town up and customizing your house and fish cook, tape the island, so you can actually change the island in this one.
Yeah, that's cool. Some interesting technical things in there. But yeah,
and again, online multiplayer up to 4 players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so doing the dungeons on it would be quite fun, actually.
Big selling point, yeah. Multiplayer games is always a good thing now.
I would buy the Switch version of this. So this is like a bedtime game for me, right? Instead of reading a book in bed or something,
like
you put
something
hours of this.
made for that, yeah.
It looks good. Yeah, it looks good.
Switch version should be good. Hopefully it'll be cross-play as well, so you can play with anyone.
Bit of a contrast from Doom.
Yeah, definitely. Big contrast there. That was out on the 21st of May, if you wanna get it. Andy, just quick tangent. You said about maybe getting on the Switch. The Switch versions never go down in price.
They do if it's not a Nintendo game. The Nintendo games, especially the cartridge, just don't go down in price.
Yeah, okay.
They're treated like collectible items.
Well, you may get it for a bit less cents.
But any of the ones where it's like if it's not exclusive, like if you can buy it on another console outside of the Switch, then it'll generally match what price it is on other platforms.
Oh, that should be alright.
That's kind of what I think.
Maybe get for half price or something. Then, so.
Yeah, but any Nintendo games, fuck, they're always going to be expensive.
Nintendo never changed. It's like they've got their own kind of exclusivity thing going on. But yeah, anyway, 21st of May for that one.
Yes.
Right, last one from this bit, Andy, for you again. The Elden Ring Nightreign.
Yeah, this looks good. It's a spin-off.
This is the kind of Elden Ring. It's like a multiplayer spin-off, though, isn't it? It's more inclusive, if that makes sense, and less about your kind of single hardcore story.
Yeah, it takes a lot of the core design from Elden Ring and changes it to be a kind of replayable multiplayer online service game.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, if you like Elden Ring, you're probably going to be buying this. It looks like... It's like I was saying earlier, the Souls games have never really done co-op the way we want them to. And it looks like this is a title kind of dedicated to co-op gameplay through... And it's from Software specifically, and it's Elden Ring specifically. So people are going to lose their shit for this. I'd be interested to see how good it is and what it looks like to keep playing. You know, is it going to be one of this fucking season pass type stuff, or is it going to be a standalone thing? Is it going to be more like Dark Tide, where you're playing the same levels over again that change and randomize, or is it going to be more like Monster Hunter, where you're sent out to somewhere and find and fight one boss, or dungeons or whatever or stuff?
I mean,
I'll be getting it. It'll be good to get a closer look at it, and it's only £35.
Yeah, so. Definitely. I mean, if it's kind of skewed, I think is the right word, skewed more towards the multiplayer kind of genre, if you like, then I think it's going to be more about maybe using 2 or 3 different people to take on one boss and that sort of thing.
Yeah, so it's that's a lot of the bosses, like I was saying, and the other ones kind of tend to just focus on a single player kind of.
Yeah, like a 1v1 thing. Yeah.
Setup. So it'll be interesting to see how they design bosses that are ready to fight 3 or 4 players at a time. I think it's 3.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they'll behave a lot differently.
Yeah, and they'll be getting that.
Yes.
Doug, do you play or do you like the Elden Ring sort of things? Souls
games? No, I'm not a Souls game kind of guy. I haven't got the patience.
Doug only knows how to play with himself.
Yeah, absolutely. And you, Pookie. It's lovely to hear from you again.
Yeah, like share your knowledge. But yeah, Elden Ring, I mean, it kind of spawned from the Souls games, didn't it? And then Nightreign branched off from that.
Yeah, it was
so
George R.R. Martin. It was the guy that wrote Game of Thrones. They collaborated, so it's the guys that made Dark Souls got together with the guy that wrote Game of Thrones, and that's why so many people were hyped for Elden Ring, because the lore and the storylines are so cool.
Yeah, very popular. But yeah, Elden Ring Nightreign, 30th of May for that one. Nick, do you like Elden Ring games or not really?
I'm not. Well, it's been well known from the previous Dark Souls games. I'm not a Dark Souls game kind of player. I kind of pick themes, so I think the only 2 I've played and completed or gotten relatively far in is Code Vein and I still can't say it right. Is it Sekiro?
Oh, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Was it?
This might be like the hardest one that they've made so far as well. So fair play.
I did really enjoy it. It's because it was Japanese, so that was it for me. Like, so I was like, yeah, sold.
Thing. Yeah. There's something about Nick and that sort of type of game. You know, that Japanese Asian, the way they make it. But
That Wukong looks good. I still want to play that.
The Wukong. Yeah. That's the one that's the Chinese folklore monkey one, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Don't blame you, mate.
Yeah.
So many games coming out.
So many games!
Nightreign.
You want to tell us what you've been playing?
Well, I've just come back from my brother's house. That's why I was a bit late, a bit of family time. Technically, my sister-in-law is over visiting, and then my sister was leaving today, but she left her phone in my mum's car, and she had to come back. So, she hadn't quite left yet. But, so I was with that. And I was playing Kirby with my nephew on the Switch. The little pink ball thing.
Yeah.
Those games always stuck in my head. He just inhales everything.
Yeah, I just don't know really anything about it. I know it's massive in Japan and obviously massive for kids, but I don't know enough about it. But so first time I played it is not tonight, but with him, it's that game. So it's good fun. So it's got co-op on it, but it's not really co-op because you can't get powers, you can't ingest, you can't really do anything. You just attack, and then if he goes up,
Tails and gets left behind all the fucking time.
Yeah. I was going to exactly say Sonic and Tails.
Yeah. So like if I go on too far, it will just pull me back to him. So if we're trying to jump for a puzzle bit, and obviously he's 6,
like
and he's not going to be as good as me in doing it. I like to think so.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah.
I'm jumping forward.
So you're the worst for running off in co-op games, Spook.
I never in my life. I'm a team player. I make sandwiches for people in games. What are you talking about?
You eat sandwiches.
Yeah, we were playing Siege, and
I
was in the kitchen making everyone sandwiches, and they were putting up like barriers and protection barriers and all this shit, and then shooting people like Poop where I was. I'm in the kitchen.
So, how do you explain when we were playing Stardew Valley and you put all my fucking furniture in front of my door?
We spent ages setting up Pook a house so he could jump on the server and play with us.
Yeah.
And he just went into our houses while we were out fishing and killing monsters and trashed all of our houses and moved all of our furniture into one corner and shit like that. And then left the server and never played with us ever again.
Yeah. So, so I was playing that. I've been playing Senua or Senua. I don't know. Her father says her name in like 6 different ways. I've been playing Hellblade 2.
All right.
That looks amazing. You showed me a bit of that too.
Absolutely loving that. So that's my solo game. That's my game. So that's what I'm playing at the moment for me. I've been playing a lot of Dark Tide with Andy and by myself as well. I've been trying to level my guy up. Level 23 now.
Yeah.
I got to 30 today.
Oh, well done, bud. I saw you on, and I was like, "Oh, my sister's here, fuck's sake!" but no, I saw you on it, and I was like, "Yes, I'm really enjoying Darktide. It's Vermintide, but like a different setting, a different way they're doing it, and it's the same voice actors, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And I still think it's funny that Andy's Scottish, and he chose the Scottish talking female in Vermintide, and then he didn't even think about it. He just chose a character on Darktide, and it's the same Scottish female accent actress. And I was just like, I couldn't believe that. Like, he's just like sticking to his own and everything. But
this way, Lumberfoots.
Yeah, really enjoying Darktide. What else? I tried Harold Halibut. I thought it was a very beautiful game, very interesting context and concept, but it was far too slow and boring for me. I was looking for something a little bit faster. What else did I try? I tried another game. I can't remember. You remember what it was? I can't remember. I put it in the chat. You remember? I played like 2 or 3 in the same day until I went for Senua. But yeah, I can't remember what
you tried a bit of Stalker. But Doug was talking about how you've both been playing Schedule 1 as well.
Yeah, I was playing Stalker 2, but I just couldn't commit to that size of game, to be honest. But fuck me, I played it for about 2 hours, and it's an absolutely stunning game. Like, so my brother's downloaded it, and he's going to play it. So, but FIFA's back in my life now. The guys decided to put it back on, so that's back in my life now. So it's still just as shit as ever. I played a bit of Deep Rock Galactic with Andy for the Easter Tidings season.
Yeah.
I just finished downloading Hunt, so Andy would be happy with that.
Yes, I've been asking you to download that for like a week now.
Yeah.
You've been nipping your head about it.
we played a little bit of Repo in the past month as well. We had like 6 of us on one night. I think 5 of us, 6 of us. Was a really good evening.
Your friend Phil was there,
and we're getting better at it too, yeah.
Andy, and Mike played it at this game, and also me and Andy played it. We got a really good session on the go. Dunk watched us for a bit, I think. That For the King 2. I'm really enjoying that game. I think it's really good. Yeah, so me and Andy need to pick up our save game, I think, from that one. And then, lastly is fucking Schedule 1, and Dunk still has all my weed. I was growing and he was dealing, and then he went offline with all my weed, and it's like I was like, where's all the weed? And he's got it all, and he's not come back online. Bolted. So
yeah, just took it all and bolted.
And I'm really enjoying that. It's quite addictive. I'm
a game about drugs addictive.
I'm not even going to spoil it because I've set up a nice proper grow for when Dunk comes back on. So we're branching now into the old meth game. So
God.
So it's going to be very interesting when he comes back on. I've bought a bungalow. We've got skateboards now to get around the town on. We're on our way up. So I'm looking forward to that. Really enjoying it.
Tony Hawk skater in this.
Yeah, it's really not Tony Hawk. I prefer to run, to be honest. But you can give it a go. You're going to be running around more than me. But yeah, so really enjoying that. That's pretty much it. That's all I've been playing quite a bit of games that I've been getting into. For the next month or so, I'll start streaming some, putting some up on the YouTube and that. So I can't give Busta any Busta challenges anymore because I downgraded my PlayStation Plus down to normal, and I can't even look at the catalog now to suggest games. So it's going to have to be you two guys.
That's so stupid.
I can't even see what's on it. No, it will give suggestions of the top 20 or something, and that's it. I can't literally look at the rest of them, so it's going to have to be you. It's just you now, Andy. Unless I can look it up online or something, then it's going to have to be.
All the next suggestions are just going to be horror games from now onwards, Busta.
Yeah, John's fucking terrified,
I still watch him, so. But he needs some suggestions. It's been a couple of weeks.
He loves the horror games.
But
we'll get him one of those fucking heart rate monitors that shows up on Twitch as well, right? We'll put him into those horror games.
Yeah, that could be fun.
That'll be good for his health, hey? Yeah.
Keep him fit. Heavy breathing shit.
But that's me, man. Where are we up to, anyway?
We're on to Exhibit B next, so let's move on to Captain Blood.
Oh,
this
right.
was one you suggested.
I just wanted to say I'm really fucking looking forward to Doom, but yeah.
Hell yeah, we've all said the same.
I cannot fucking wait for that game.
There's a gun in it where he jams skulls in it, it crushes them and shoots fractures of skull.
I've not watched anything because I really want it, but I bought Death Stranding 2 instead, so that's what I'm going to play first, and then I'll play Doom a little later in the year. But yeah, I'm definitely going to play it. And I don't even want to know about the soundtrack because that's my favourite part of any Doom game is the soundtrack.
But yeah, anyway, Captain Blood, just a bit of history for you guys. So the game was known because it was in development for 10 years before it was abandoned. It was abandoned due to a lawsuit, and then it was picked up again last year, and it's being released this year.
Seawolf in general, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, Captain Blood is also a film.
It is a film.
They're not linked in any way, are they?
No, they're not related. No.
They're both pirate things.
It's pirate themed. It's like this.
No, where's that from? 1935.
The film is a film not from 65.
No, 1935. I've got
right, okay. They're not related.
Errol Flynn. Why do I know that guy? Yeah. Well, he's called Peter Blood. This guy doesn't have a first name, but no, this does look actually fucking quite good, to be honest.
It looks good fun, yeah. It's not like
you know what?
But it looks good fun.
Yeah, I'm getting. Did any of you ever play Sid Meier's Pirates?
No.
I encountered it.
I did not.
The kind of art style vibe that I'm getting from it. The game looks different, but the style looks the same.
But anyway, so this one used to be called Age of Pirates, Captain Blood, and now it's changed to Captain Blood.
I'm glad, because it sounds better as Captain Blood. Age of Pirates is like a super generic name, isn't it?
Well, there just seems to be, there was like a generic theme at one stage. Pardon me. At one stage of zombie games, it seems to be a shitload of pirate games have been coming out in the past kind of like 3 to 5 years, I think, and especially what is it? Even is it Yakuza? Even went a pirate theme one in their last one,
like a dragon and pirate.
Yeah.
And
so it seems to be a massive. Yeah, Sea of Thieves, and then that one that I got us monetized on. What was that called?
Fucking Skull and Bones?
Oh, yeah, Skull and Bones, yeah.
It got delayed about by 50 times. But yeah, so there's that. So there's a lot of pirate games, but this one actually just looks like it flows a lot better, like with the connectivity of being on land in keeps. Then your ship battles and back and forth. There's not really any massive exploration for like building, like looting and all this sort of shit. It's just like kind of like a story based flow, if that makes sense. So yeah,
cool.
Which I prefer because I'm not a farmer. Like I just it's only so much farming I'm willing to do. Like
anyway, it looks like fun. That one's out on the 6th of May. Mick, will you buy it?
Yeah, well, it's not a lot. It's not a lot of money anyway, as far as memory serves.
No.
So, but yeah, I'll give the demo a go, I think, and then see what I think of it, and then go from there. Like, yeah. But yeah, I've got a few games to play. So, still Hellblade 2 South of Midnight. I've got to play as well. This Claire game I really want to play because I'm getting a lot of good feedback from people about that Claire game, the French devs one. So and then these are going to be played by June, and then when Death Stranding comes out, I'll probably skip the next 2 podcasts because I'll be playing that.
Fair enough. We'll just talk in your absence. Right, next game is called The Midnight Walk.
This looks amazing. I'll definitely be getting this one.
This one is a PlayStation exclusive, I think. This one is...
No, it's on Steam.
No, it's on Steam. It's VR capability as well to play this one, which I thought was pretty cool.
PlayStation PC. But this one is a sort of dark adventure game, a little bit like Lost in Random. It's actually done by the same people who did Lost in Random as well.
Yeah,
that had a great art style.
It reminded me of Tim Burton. Yeah, that's what I liked. I liked the Tim Burton-esque.
Yeah, it's like
Nightmare Before Christmas, except a bit darker, isn't it?
Do you remember that? Do you remember that short film? I think it was on Netflix called 9 or something like that.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Do you remember I never watched that, but I know what one you mean.
Yeah, that's an absolutely beautiful movie. Very dark, and it's a very similar kind of art style concept to that, with a hint of Isaac as well.
Oh, Binding
if that makes sense. Yeah, but like 3D Isaac or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the character models were handcrafted in real clay, so they must have done some sort of like 3D scanning with them or something, and then the animation style is done in a kind of stop motion. And it looks like you're switching between like what looks like a kind of zoomed out third person camera that looks similar to like what a Mario game would look like, but then it switches to like this first person mode. It looks like you're playing as 2 different characters. So someone you play as first person, and then this little guy who seems to be like a little candle pot or something. And when you control him, you're in third person. So it looks like there's like a split between 2 different gameplay styles. That
just
run
a really unique, dark, kind of cartoony adventure theme going on.
Did you ever play Lost in Random or Ghost Giant?
I've played it, yeah.
I played the demo for Lost in Random with the dice and stuff like that.
Yeah, they got awards for that shit, and it's from the creators of them. But I think the creators have created this new dev Moonhood, and I think this is their first game as Moonhood. But yeah, it's the creators of Lost in Random and that. Like, so if you're a massive fan of those games, you'll really like this one. So
one more thing I want to add: the enemies look like the creatures from fucking Toy Story or something. You know the spider that's got like a baby
they're fucking evil as fuck.
Everybody who's watched Toy Story when they were younger have that lodged in their brain as a core memory.
They're a little bit intimidating, weren't they?
Doll's head with the metal spider legs and shit.
That kid was a dick, man, eh?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. But that's what they reminded me of. But anyway, so that one's out on the 8th of May if you want to get it. And it looks quite good. I'm sure Andy will get a shot. He loves that shit.
Yeah, I'll be all over that.
Yeah. Right, next one's been in the works for a while.
Sweat rash.
Revenge of the Savage Planet.
I see. I played the Journey to the Savage Planet, or whatever the fuck it was called for the first one. Journey from the Savage Planet, and it seemed quite good, but I lost the interest in it pretty quick. Whereas this looks like kind of just an expanded.
It's kind of the same sort of thing as
then.
Game.
Yeah, I mean it looks great, but I just didn't have fun playing the first one.
I mean, it looks to me like the sort of Ratchet and Clank games of yore, if people know what yore means. The old days, but yeah, I don't know. I'll give it a shot, but like Andy, if I can't get into it, then I won't play it.
What's it like, a fucking Pokemon / slime rancher / fucking children's Borderlands?
It's like collecting and exploring and building
with
it's
Ted
like
from
a
Scrubs talking bollocks.
Yeah. It's kind of
I
like
love
a
Ted
mashup
from
of
Scrubs.
silliness. Yeah. But no, it looks quite good. I'll give it a shot. We'll see how it goes.
What'd you say, Doug?
It killed those creatures.
Yeah.
No! I'm sorry,
invades their planet, rocks up to them and throws them into a little miniature black hole he keeps in his pocket.
No. But yeah, anyway, so Revenge of the Savage Planet, that one's out on the 8th of May as well. If you want to play. Right, next one. I really want to play, and I know Nick likes them as well. This is Spirit of the North 2.
In 100% for me, because the first one I played on I think it was the PS4 or something, and I absolutely fucking loved it. It is an absolutely beautifully made story-based game with a lot of folklore, and I absolutely loved the first one. Brilliant.
Yeah. Well, I've got a copy of the first one, but I've never finished it.
Yeah.
Like a spirit animal.
You can customize your fox in this one.
Yeah.
I started playing it and I didn't finish it.
Yeah, well, this one's like, it's a third-person adventure game, like the first one, obviously.
Yeah, it's a mixture of Finnish and Nordic, a Finnish folklore using Nordic landscapes.
Yeah.
But I loved the puzzles in the first one. I thought the puzzles were a really good concept, a really good idea, and that sort of thing.
It just looks really good.
It's definitely getting in touch with nature.
Yeah. Like I say, I've got a copy of the first one, but I've never actually completed it, so I'm going to play that. And then I might pick this up, depending on how I feel about it,
It's always going to be a good price, so I really wouldn't worry about anything to do with that. It's always going to be a good price.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, anyway, so that one's out on the 8th of May as well, and I'll be expecting to watch Nick play it.
Yeah, I'll be keen to stream this one. Yeah, I love this game.
Oh yeah. Right, next one is called The Precinct. Now, this is a sort of police business simulation.
I put this in for John because he was interested in this one when we had the podcast. He was interested in this one, so
this sort of thing was like my dream game when I was younger.
Yeah, it's like
you wanted to be a copper.
Just the way it looks, like the top-down camera, but it's still super detailed, and you can still interact with everything.
It's like a GTA mixed with XCOM. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it's this was the kind of thing that I was like, if only there was a game like this kind of thing. When I can remember looking for something like this when I was younger.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong, it's not XCOM based turn-based movements, spaces, and all that. It's nothing like that. I'm just saying it looks
just
like
the camera angle.
Yeah, it looks like XCOM.
Yeah, I think it plays a bit more like LA Noire, except you're not solving mysteries as such. You're dealing with crimes on the spot,
Yeah, it's got a focus on car chases, which looks like a lot of fun in some of the footage that you see.
It will be, yeah.
And sandbox crimes, it said. So I think there'll be sort of like procedurally generated stuff happening as you're kicking about the city as well.
Almost like John was saying about when he played Spider-Man, crimes just happen randomly and you go and solve them.
Yeah. So that looks like fun. And I like kind of, it puts the whole GTA thing, it flips that around, like LA Noire, where you're the cop this time, right?
Yeah.
Nick Cordell Jr.
It looks good.
I quite like
It
the look
does
of it
look
and I
good,
like the
actually.
idea behind it as well. So.
I could get behind this. Like, you can do car chases, you can fly in helicopters, you can shoot. It kind of has that what is it? That almost that ARPG viewpoint.
Yeah. And then he goes into the buildings, and like the top of the building gets cut off, and you can see everyone walking about in their own little. It's like looking at like a little model house or something like that, right?
Like the old Mafia games.
Yeah, it's got like edit points, but it's not zoomed out, if that makes sense.
And it looks to me like an 80s kind of theme or feel as well. And
1983.
Yeah, because like Dunk was in his teens in the 80s, so this will really hit home to him as well. So.
Fuck you, man! I'm not that old. I was born in the 80s, biatch.
Oh yeah, 1983. Yeah, see there. Yeah.
Back when he was causing trouble. Anyway, that one's out on the 13th of May. It's
Dunk would be in that car, not that car.
It's definitely something I'll consider. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, if you like the police-esque kind of that side of the whole crime side of it, and that like you literally going from giving the crime and then going through the whole aspect of trying to solve the crime with all the pieces, investigations, then going out and finding them, and then obviously dealing with it, putting the teams together and all this sort of thing, like to actually taking them in and booking them and everything like so. Hopefully, no paperwork because that would just be too much. I think.
That is ruining it, but.
Yeah.
Right, next one. This is Capcom Fighting Collection 2, and this is more a compilation than an actual brand new game. This is the third Capcom Fighting Collection game, and a direct sequel to the one from 2022. So one from three and a bit years ago.
Did you say Capcom Fighting Collection 2 is the third?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, cool. I was just checking out I wasn't having a stroke.
It's Capcom Fighting Collection, then Capcom Fighting Collection 1.
There was, was it Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics? I think that was
that catchy title.
I can't remember.
35 quid for this, man. Just download the ROMs in an emulator.
Yeah. Anyway, this one includes a bunch of old games. So you've got SNK versus Capcom, and then Capcom versus SNK Millennium Fight.
Jesus. Sorry, that took me back.
And then you've also got Plasma Sword from '98.
Oh, that's the guy I was.
From '99. Power Stone 2 and Project Justice from 2000. And then you've also got Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper and Capcom Fighting Evolution.
Is that Capcom on uppers, is it?
I don't fucking know. It sounds like they're on steroids or something with games.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, old games. Lots of old
Takes
games.
me back the old music in it as well, to the arcades.
I know, that's really good fun. Arcade games are always good fun, so.
Type that into the wrong thing.
Yeah, so that one doesn't interest me that much.
I'd rather go back and just play the old school games. Power Stone, Jesus, that takes me back. I was the big, the big guy. That's who I was in that. The big guy, yeah. Fuck me. I have a theme with that, Andy? Yeah, being the big guys in these type of games. I'm a big guy in an Ogren.
I thought that was just to compensate for you being a dwarf in Vermi.
Pretty.
Anyway, but that one's out on the 15th of May.
I just like being a tank. I don't know why. I think I spent 5 years of my life on World of Warcraft as a ranged DPS, and I think I just went, I'm just going to be a tank from now on. I spent like 25 years of my life being a man in every game. I was like, now I'm just a woman in every game, and they always seem to look like lesbians. I mean, Dunk pointed that out very vividly when I made my character in GTA 5. Standing next to me, and then took a screenshot, and then released my it's like an upskirt shot of me like hid behind a car, and you can just see my knickers, and he's just like,
That sounds like something you would do.
All right.
Yeah, so it doesn't surprise me at all. But anyway, Capcom Fighting Collection 2 Part 3, or whatever it's called, releases on the 15th of May. Right, let's move on from that one and move on to Blades of Fire, which actually looks excellent, I must say.
What's that releasing on PS5 only? I guess.
No, it's
It's an Epic store.
Oh, what?
It's on Epic Games.
Epic right.
Games Store.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this one.
So it's got its own combat system to it, but outside of that, it's about forging and strengthening your weapons. So it's got lots of mechanics designed about being a blacksmith and making a badass sword, and then apparently its own unique kind of combat system. But when you're looking at the gameplay of it, it looks a bit like God of War.
So what, do you make them for yourself, or do you make them for other people for profit?
You forge your own weapons and face fierce enemies in a unique combat system.
So one minute you're like tink, tink, like making that shit, and then the next day you're like whatever noise it makes when it goes into somebody's body.
Yeah.
So it looks quite cool. I mean,
what's this combat system you're on about then? Is there like a similarity to anything else, or?
I think it looks close to, just by looking at gameplay footage, it looks like God of War, like the newer ones.
I mean, you swing your sword, you hit things, that's...
Push button, kill bad guy.
But no, it's a fantasy action adventure based around blacksmithing your own kind of tools.
Follows a warrior named Aaron Delira.
Yeah. It plays like God of War or something, like Andy says, so that's what it looks like. It's made by Mercury Steam, who are an award-winning studio, although I don't know what they've actually done.
Castlevania games, I'm pretty sure they made.
That's why it looks similar.
The crafting in this does look superb. It looks really cool. Like
monster design looks pretty fucking boss as well.
Oh, they made.
Looks like there's so much variety.
It's another single-player adventure game. There's no co-op crap.
Yeah.
They made Castlevania games, you know, the Lord of Shadows 2, the one with Patrick Stewart, Andy, and they've done a couple of Metroid games as well.
Mercury Steam?
Yeah, published by Konami.
The Castlevania Lords of Shadow and shit, innit?
Spanish video game devs. So they've done quite a few. They've done Clive Barker's Jericho, Castlevania Lords of Shadows, which is good.
And a couple of Metroid games.
Mirrors of Fate, I finished that. And Samus Returns, that was fucking solid. I finished that too. And Dread. Oh damn! So it's probably going to be a good fucking game then, eh?
Yeah. They know their stuff, I think. So.
But yeah, that one looks quite good. And actually, I want to try out, but I'm not going to pay £45 for something that I'm maybe not going to like, you know. So.
Check it on the wish list. Get that email when it goes on sale.
Maybe. But anyway, it's out on the 22nd of May if you want to try it out. It's on the consoles, and then it's only on the Epic Games Store on PC, just in case you can't find it on Steam.
Epic Games!
Moving on, and we've got Omnisha 2 Samurai's Destiny.
Hell yeah.
You know, this one kind of looks good. This one's another kind of hack and slash game.
Capcom again.
The second Omnisha, it's another Capcom. They do a lot.
This is an old game. This came out on PS2, but it's a re-release. It's a sort of touched up version. Because Onimusha was just like Resident Evil, but it was set in it was like Japan, and there were zombies everywhere. But
didn't sell as well over here. No?
It was popular, but it wasn't not like Resi or that was. But it used I'm sure I can remember the old one, the first one. I never played the second one, but it used the old school tank controls and the fixed camera angles, and it was freaked the fuck out of me when I was younger. If you like Kingdom, that sort of thing, where it's fucking samurais versus demons and zombies, then you'll probably like Onimusha.
I'm just looking at the description, and it is obviously a re-release, like you said, Andy. And it's got rework controls and everything. And this one's also got a new gallery mode, a new soundtrack, a new difficulty mode called Hell Mode.
Well, fuck that.
And it's got a brand new autosave feature for modern games as well. So they've actually done something and not just re-released it.
1 million sales in Japan and 440,000 sales in Europe. So it was a much better seller in Japan than it was here.
That's not really a surprise. Japanese games tend to do that. Just because of the way they're played and the way they're set in Japan and the way the characters look and the gameplay and the combat. There's just something that appeals more to the home crowd, you know.
Oh yeah, because like Japan know what they're doing, in my opinion, and this was ever since Andy put that utter pile of dog shit in my lap and wasted my time with it, fucking Callisto Protocol, and they're like, we're not going to sell this in our country, and they came up for whatever reasons, and I was like, and then after I played it, I was like, that's why they said no, because it was fucking dog shit. They went, this game is shit. We're not going to subject anyone in our country.
It was the gore. It was too gory for Japan.
That's it. It was like it's fucking dog shit.
That is, to be fair, it's probably the goriest video game I've ever seen, but yeah, you're absolutely right. It was fucking dog shit.
Yeah, but anyway, Ominous 2, it's only on last-gen consoles, which seems a bit odd. It's only on PS4 and Xbox One. Which is odd.
That's
anyway,
probably...
I could dig my Xbox One out of the box in the back room.
I mean,
that'll just be like, they won't make a PS5 version of it, because... It's already been, like, it's a PS2 game that's been upscaled to 1080p, probably.
It's available on PC, Dunk, so it may work on your potato.
It's like, changing that to 4K is not really going to do it.
It's got his fucking baked potato out, it might work.
Spicy potato.
Spicy potato, that's that bad.
Dunk's the baked potato. His PC's the spicy potato.
It's been cooking for a long time.
Different type of potato, everyone. That was out on 23rd of May. And I believe there's a demo out for it as well, but I'm not sure. Right, next one is fucking... I don't know what this is. This one's called 2T. And this one's a PlayStation exclusive, and it's an extremely kiddie-looking game.
Is it because it's got animals in it, Mikey?
It's not a PlayStation exclusive.
It's got dogs in it.
It's on Steam, mate.
It is on Steam as well.
So this is made by the same guys that make Katamari Damacy, and if you know what that is, then you'll know what to expect here. And if you don't know what that is, I don't know how to explain any of this to you.
This one,
try and say that, pissed.
The gameplay is a bit like a special needs type game. So basically, your character is stuck in a T-shape throughout the game, and you've got a support dog to help you do, well, everything.
Okay.
It's quite an interesting concept, although the art style, I do question a bit. There's a giraffe in it for some reason. I don't know what's going on. But yeah,
these guys are like known for just super out there wackiness, silliness, kind of unexpected,
super chill,
and generally family friendly kind of humor.
It's kind of got that art style of like a picture book or something,
Yeah, like Katamari Damacy. You start off as like this little green man whose head is shaped like a cylinder, like sideways. And he rolls this little ball around, and you start by picking up something small off the floor, like fucking bits of crumbs and pennies. And eventually your ball's getting bigger and bigger with everything attached to it, to the point where you're picking up people and their dogs and their fucking houses. And then eventually, you end up with this, and it's just this little guy pushing the ball the whole time. So it looks like it's keeping that same...
I do like the fact that they
a bit on this interesting.
There are several times I've noticed that they make sure to point to actually have the dog's butthole on view.
There it is.
They worked hard on that.
It's just an X, isn't it?
Yeah, but just the fact that it's there. It's just like, why?
Yeah, this is a hard pass for me.
Yeah, it's not the sort of game I'd play, but if someone was streaming it, then I might check it out,
Yeah, if this goes on sale for like £5-6, I'll be playing it.
Yeah, definitely. I'll watch Andy play it. That was out on 28th of May. That's a PlayStation and PC exclusive. Right, next one looks a bit more exciting. It doesn't look like a cartoon. This one's called Lost Soul Side.
Fucking waiting for this for a long time now.
Yeah, this
looks like a Final Fantasy game.
Quite well.
She's got nice legs, eh?
It looks like not Detroit. What am I thinking of?
What, like what's the name of that Eidolon?
Is it
Bahamut or something?
Chronicles or something.
It looks like Final Fantasy 16.
It does, but it also reminds me of another game that we mentioned last year.
How long are her themers?
What?
Not long enough, mate.
But yeah, it's been
He's got
delayed
the
about
longest femurs in the world.
It's the fact that it's is it trans-dimensional or something like that? So it just looks really good to me. Like it's way up there for my type of game, to be honest. Like
Is it a AAA thing? It's published by PlayStation Publishing.
It's a PlayStation.
Definitely has like the AAA quality graphics.
Yeah, I thought you'd have this at Exhibit A. To be fair,
it's a
like
PlayStation PC game, but it's done by a publisher that doesn't seem to have published anything before. So, but
it looks like Final Fantasy 16.
It does. It's a little bit different, but it looks like a Final Fantasy sort of game. It just looks really good. It's another kind of action adventure type game. It looks like a sci-fi setting.
Yeah, it's a trans-dimensional theme game. So you bounce from different dimensions in order to go to these different dimensional places to drain the souls of enemies and things, and a main boss and everything, to get these souls in order to accumulate enough in order to get your bitch back, basically.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting sort of story thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when you're not just killing enemies, you're getting something from it, you know?
Yeah, you're trying to I think you're draining the souls to fill this dragon companion that you've got with you, and the combat style, very Final Fantasy, like Andy said, and good soundtrack as well from what I read back in the day, and it just looks really good. Like, I'm looking forward to it.
It looks excellent. Not really my cup of tea, but I'll watch you play it.
I'll definitely get this one because I've been waiting for it for quite a while now. I kept getting pushed back as well, so.
That one's PlayStation PC. That was out on the 30th of May. So the end of the month for that one. Next one, just a quick shout out to our friend Kyle, who loves his Formula 1. This one's F1 25, the latest F1 game. I don't know if he still plays these, but I know he likes his F1, so.
Yes.
And there's also quite a big following for F1 games and then also F1 in general. You've now got your F1 manager, so it's kind of branched out, so. People love these things. There's a following. They make money from that. Job done. That's what.
So I've not played any of the F1 games, and the main reason is because I don't think I'm quick enough to react for an F1 car.
Last one I played was.
I've driven a couple of F1 cars in a set, and they are insane. Yeah. It's a whole different level.
But the last one I played was way back in 2002. That was PlayStation 2.
I think we ever played an F1 one. I think we got the MotoGP one for free on PS Plus last year, and I tried that, and it was like, I prefer the more arcadey kind of stuff.
Yeah.
MotoGP, the motorbikes, yeah?
Yeah. I think that was free last year, or maybe this year. But I didn't really rate it too much.
But so that was out in the 30th of May for those that want to get it. And then I just want to finish Exhibit B with a Switch game. This one's called Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma.
It looks good.
It's going to be on. It's on Switch as well.
On Switch, Steam. I think it's out on everything.
On Steam as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on many things. This one looks a bit. It's a bit different to your traditional game. It looks kind of good fun though.
Rune Factory has been got a franchise for a very long time.
Yeah, Rune
I think the first two. I think I may even have one on PlayStation 1, but I definitely had one on 3DS.
Yeah, I think these would have built in Nick because he loves that anime style.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty much kind of slice of life type gameplay with Stardew Valley, but with monsters fighting and dungeoneering and like a story through it and all that. It's like a chill game you play.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's got like a sheep in it, Mikey. So you'd love that.
Oh my gosh! Got a sheep in it. Fucking hell.
I thought you were Scottish, not Welsh.
He just went Welsh on us there. Like.
I'm just
it's a Yeti.
practicing my accent to confuse you, Dunk. That's what it is. But,
did you ever play a DS, Dunk? Or?
Hey, me?
The DS?
No.
DS was the best handheld ever, man.
Oh, DS was brilliant. The fact that
the last handheld I had was a original Nintendo Game Boy when I was in middle school.
With the purple buttons.
Absolutely.
I had a Man United one.
My sister had the grey one with the purple buttons, and I kept stealing it off her to the point that I bought my own one, and it was like, do you remember like 90s, early 2000s, everything was like see-through plastics, so you could see the circuit boards, and that was cool.
Yeah.
I had like a see-through Game Boy, you could see all the circuit boards.
I think me and Doug had earlier versions of those. Like I think mine was 1995, something like that. Maybe 95, something like that.
Yeah.
Mine was like a plastic block, and it had like black. The games were black and white as well. There were no colours yet.
You had the Game Boy, and then the Game Boy Color, and then the Game Boy SP. It was Game Boy Advance, then Game Boy SP. I had all of them, bro.
I had Blues Brothers was one of my first games on my Game Boy. Can't remember the others.
I mean, they just made a game out of anything. Any movie that came out had to get a game made about it.
I remember my mom got me a yellow Game Boy Color with Pokemon Yellow. I was addicted to it.
My sister's was yellow. Mine was a red Man United one, like so I was in the old
Man United. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, the colour was a turquoise blue for the colour.
And I remember because my dad was absolutely pissed out of his face, and he was like talking up a game or whatever, and then he said to me and my sister, "Oh, I'll get you a Game Boys in the morning and all this sort of thing, blah blah blah." And then the morning came, and we were like, "Game Boys," and he was like, "No, you fuck off." And then my mum was like, "No, you literally promised them both," and he had to go out and buy us both a Game Boy. Like, so it was like, that was it.
Oh dear.
There we go.
See, unfortunately, my drunk parents never promised me anything.
Yeah.
I got lucky on that one, I think.
Game Boy Color.
I kind of went the other way, where it was like if my parents, like if my dad had a few beers in them, that's when I would go asking for shit, because you're more likely to get
that's maybe what we did, yeah.
But you said, you know.
See, Andy, you sound like a smart kid.
Oh.
Thanks. I wasn't.
No, you weren't.
So what's this game about? I mean,
Rune Factory. It's a farming game. You run a town and a farm, and you get a wife, and you kill monsters and
dance.
Yeah, it's another good live animated game.
Waifu, okay.
Yeah, Pook, you'd love it.
Just Harvest Moon with combat.
Yeah, it's not. I just in the picture of the bottle. It's just that's not what I'm looking up. Don't put that. But yeah, it is that kind of like themed for the JRPGs or whatever, that sort of thing. But it's not really my kind of my game for that kind of genre. Like I prefer
But anyway, this one's PC and Switch. It's out on the 30th of May. Andy, what's your verdict on that one?
They are always expensive, the Rune Factory games, so again, I would wait till it's on sale. It's not something that I would be super excited to pay 60 quid for.
Yeah,
50 quid. But they have been fun. You know, if you like Harvest Moon on your Game Boy, then you will probably like them.
Yeah, I'm not a farmer.
Spent ages trying to get Pook to play
a different kind of farming. I'm into.
No, but if he gets to play Schedule 1 where he's fucking mixing cat piss and amphetamine, then he's all over it for fucking days on end.
Empire Linchpin and all that shit. But
I'm gonna make some fucking amazing drugs in that game. Right? It's gonna be amazing.
Right, should we do some indie games? They're always weird and wonderful. Should we look at them?
Let's do it.
Yeah, this looks.
Yes.
You definitely picked a fucking weird and wonderful one for the first one, anyway.
Yeah,
this looks like 80s cocaine.
Is this?
This is a puzzle game.
Did he just fucking kickflip a killer whale?
No, this one. Well, I don't know. I can't remember what I did to get this one.
This looks like what I watch on YouTube when I've been watching it for about like 5 in the morning, and I've been looking at it for 9 hours or something.
Yeah, well, this has got like Windows 3.1 kind of graphics going on there.
Windows 98 or fucking
very
no,
dated,
3.1, mate.
3.1.
The actual gameplay to this is that it's basically giving you spreadsheet puzzles.
Yeah, you have to solve them. You're basically an office prodigy. And you've got to solve the puzzles, which are tasks in the office.
Yeah, imagine doing Sudoku, but it's fucking spreadsheet challenges instead.
Yeah, no. Thanks.
That's essentially what it is.
A game about work.
Literally, yeah, except you've got some weird shit going on in the background. To be fair, they might be like well designed.
Like being in the office, then, yeah.
Yeah, it's
so
pretty well designed for what it is, but
very,
it's not.
very retro graphics going on.
Do you have mad spreadsheet skills?
Yeah, you know,
cell bending puzzles,
lots
corporate
of
shenanigans.
Colours going on, square heads, all that shit. So yeah, anyway, this was done by Games People Play, and it's out on the 5th of May. And if you like puzzles, then you can check that one out. There is a demo available as well, so you can play that.
It looks funny.
It looks funny as fuck. Right, next one is called Drop Dookie.
What?
Dookie, Drop Dookie.
Drop Dookie.
Do you mean Dutchy, mate?
I don't know. I don't know how it's pronounced.
Dookie is the stuff that comes out of
So
that dog's asshole.
Oh, that dog, yeah.
yeah, but does Dookie not have an E in it?
Drop Dutchy, mate.
Dutchy.
Dutchy, I don't know.
Dookie.
Build your Dookie. Dookie piece by piece.
I mean, it's a good Green Day album.
Oh, fucking my, yeah, what an album.
Anyway, so this one's like a strange sort of grid-based resource collecting game where you use blocks on a board to progress the game and collect resources. You can also...
Oh, it's Tetris!
It does look a little bit like that, doesn't it? It's another kind of retro-y looking thing as well.
It's like a slowed down, like, what do you call it? Tetris game where you have to pick the pieces that come down and then you build as you go on this, like a board. It's quite an interesting premise, actually.
Yeah, it's like it looks like you set up an area choosing the different pieces, and then when it's full,
Then you play
a
it.
game plays out, yeah. And you're using different cards and stuff. It's roguelite.
Oh, very good.
It's different every
indie
time you
idea.
play. That looks like it would have been like fucking somebody clever designed this, right? Like this kind of thing. Like does it design puzzles like this? I've always thought like you must have like
it's not a simple game.
This would be good. You know, you can build like skate parks on Tony Hawk's and tracks on racing games or something like that. This would be really good if you could like make levels for people to play. And if it's not co-op, but it'd be even better to play like Kingdom. What were we playing for the Kingdom 2? But you like build the levels, and then people could come and play them. That'd be really interesting. Like, yeah.
Well, the reviews say the kind of oddball hidden gem puzzle fans should have on the radar by Digital Trends. Part puzzle, part RPG, part strategy game. It is a fascinating experiment by PC gamers. So I mean, yeah, it sounds pretty cool.
It looks really
I think. Yeah.
So this one's done by Sleepy Mill Studios.
It's quite in depth, to be fair.
It's out on the 5th as well.
And if you like Dookie, you're.
Dookie, Dushy, Dutchy, whatever it is.
Drop Dookie. That'd be a completely different game.
Right, for me,
South Park type game. Do you remember like in South Park when you've got to do the thing to build up the level meter to make him shit, and the shit's coming out of his bum?
What the hell? It reminds me of I don't know, Beavis and Butthead game from my first PC ever.
Oh my!
And there was a bit where you could sneak up to the roof of the school,
yeah.
and you had to spit on people that were walking past
oh
the
my
pavement.
god!
You could hold the button to charge it up, and he's like grogging up a big fucking green one.
What a game! What a show, man!
Yeah. Right, let's move on to something much different. This one's called Pixelshire. I've been watching this one for ages, and it looks
definitely up your street, Mikey, for sure.
Oh yeah, it's another pixel art kind of RPG life thing. The idea behind this one's to kind of build your town up as well.
Like a Pokemon-esque type Stardew Valley look.
Yeah.
So if you liked Stardew, but you wanted to build your town as well, right? You can choose where all the houses go and shit like that.
It's also got some combat in it as well, so that could be interesting.
Do people just move in, or do you place the people, or...?
I think they just move in, you place the buildings.
With the ability to build and place houses for your residents, you have the opportunity to design every corner of Pixelshire. and the personality and preferences of its inhabitants. So you can actually customize your wee guys.
But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this. Kappa Bits have done a fantastic job. I've been watching this one for a while.
Epic soundtrack.
Yeah. That one's out on the 8th of May, and I'll probably pick it up. I will definitely pick it up at some point.
I think you'd like that one, to be honest, Mikey.
Yeah, possibly.
Most games, I just get the fishing rod, and then that's my fucking day gone. I just sit and do the fishing mini games for fucking like hours on end.
Once you play this at
Pokemon art style, isn't it?
Well, to see 12 o'clock Saturday night, Mikey, Whiskey Mikey playing this. That's what I want to see. But...
Yeah, I could be arranged. Right, next one I'm really digging as well. This one's called Chronomon. And this one's a creature collection game, a little bit like Pokemon.
It's the same thing, but shitter graphics.
Yeah, but it still looks fantastic, though.
Yeah, it is.
It's obviously not going to be the same game, but it looks good. And Pokemon.
It's a phone game.
Fun as well.
I've got all the buttons on the screen.
But this
I don't know why that always irks me.
The Chronomon, so it's Pokemon. It's Pokemon.
But with farming.
And then you make your own shit.
Yeah.
Over 100 monsters, train each monster, solve puzzles, put them to work on the farm.
Put them to work. It doesn't actually say that.
It does.
And it's like Final Fantasy style soundtrack to it as well.
Yeah.
Battle music.
I really like these type of things. I mean,
farm after the apocalypse. Why is it with like Pal World and stuff like that? It's like you're actually turning these little creatures into slaves.
Yeah. It's messed up.
Catch, train, and evolve unique creatures while rebuilding a world in ruins. Befriend villagers, engage in strategic battles, and grow your farm.
Yeah, we've already got a farm.
It sounded so happy and wholesome until I got to that part, right?
You could play this on a smartwatch. Like you could save it on a smartwatch. You could play this on a smartwatch.
Why would you want to save your game on your smartwatch?
No, it's a product. I've never owned one. I've never even researched a smartwatch. I don't even really know what you can do on them like them. But they've obviously evolved.
I think it's because it's a phone game, right? It must have some shit to do with phones.
It would work on a mobile.
It's got like the buttons. Some of the screenshots have the phone buttons still on the screen. That makes sense.
Like the signal and stuff.
No, like the arrows that you would be pushing on the screen to move your character, like on the bottom left corner kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, it's obviously been a phone game that he's putting into a PC
console game. Yeah.
Which makes sense because when you look at the resolution, it's like a weird kind of letterbox.
But
I don't know about this one, Mikey.
Well, anyway, that one's done by Stone Golem Studios, and it's out on the 8th of May as well. Right, next one is a bit more, looking a bit sharper, a bit more action-centered. This one's called Empyreal.
I actually found this one about a month ago, so I've only just recently come into it. To be fair, but it looked.
It's an ARPG. Feature-rich RPG in an unexplored planet. It looks a bit like something out of Star Wars.
The Dark Souls combat.
It's a Newcastle-based dev studio, Silent Games.
Yeah, there is a demo for it as well you can play. But yeah, it looks really good actually. I was really impressed.
No, it's not like Dark Souls. It's got its own kind of more bombastic. Like you're doing moves that catapult you across to the bad guys and. And you're about the place.
You know when you're like the type games where you're a character just like by yourself and that's it, and you're just like exploring vast areas of like worlds and stuff like that. Like it's kind of like that. I'm trying to think of similar games that are like that. Andy, you got a better memory than me. Is there any kind of games that make you think of that where you're just like one character?
The first ones I would think of was like when I looked at it, I was like, that looks like Dark Souls because it's got that kind of like you look like a guy who's on his own, kind of just left to it to explore, similar like Metroid or Zelda, that kind of vibe to it. But it looks a lot more kind of like the action kind of fighting, and it would look closer to like Devil May Cry than it would Dark Souls.
Yeah, I got a slight kind of a very slight Mass Effect feel from it as well, to be honest.
Just the way it looks, eh?
And like when you're interacting with like villagers, people, and that sort of thing, I got a kind of Mass Effect kind of aspect from it, like to kind of upgrade your gear and powers and that sort of thing, like so.
Looks like it could be good.
Definitely.
For real, it's definitely interesting looking.
Interesting looking, yeah, looks good. Not something I'll play, not my cup of tea, but if any of you guys got it, I'll watch. Dunk, is it the sort of thing you'd consider?
I mean, it's not really my cup of tea, I don't think. But I'd watch someone play it and then make my decision.
That's fair.
But yeah, it's not something I'd go in for.
But yeah, that was some of my sound games, and it's out on the 8th of May as well. Right, let's move on to this other weird one, which is called Nine Kings. Now, this one's a sort of roguelite tactical kingdom builder thing, which seems to be centered around massive battles.
Jesus Christ, there's blood everywhere.
Yeah. You get to use cards as power-ups as well. But it seems to revolve mostly around a huge battle between 100 people, 100 versus 100 or whatever it is. So yeah, it's a kind of strategy roguelite deck builder mashup thing, where you are building a kingdom in the background. It's the kind of thing that makes me wonder how it ends up, but not the sort of thing I want to play.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's done by Sad Socket, and that was out on the 19th of May, for anyone that's playing it.
I feel like it could be kind of good fun. Is it multiplayer?
Could be interesting. But...
No, it's single player.
So, single player. Yeah, single player. It's a lot of these kind of
it's another one where
roguelike games. It's hard to tell how much fun or what the mechanics are really going to be like just by reading about it. Or that it's like someone trying to explain the rules of our game to you. You know what I mean? You're better just playing a few rounds to see if you like it.
Yeah, but that's probably why they provided a demo. So.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I'm actually going to download that and see what it's like.
Yeah, but that's.
Nine Kings is a roguelike city builder that's actually just an excuse to launch rocks at people.
That sounds good to me.
Catapults galore.
Who doesn't like
just having like 100 people stood there just throwing gigantic rocks into all of them, watching the blood just spatter.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Oh, it's downloaded.
Yeah, this is a demo. Right, next one is one that Nick might play, or Dunk might play, or Nick might suggest for Dunk, I don't know. This is called Labyrinth of the Demon King.
I think this looks great.
I saw this. It's like the only way I could describe it. It's like if you're playing Skyrim, but it looks like Doom. Does that make sense? Like the original Dooms.
You're constantly in the dungeon. There's no.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like think like kind of Elder Scrollsy type vibes, but
Doom.
Like again, it's like I feel like I've just said everything's like Dark Souls tonight, but it looks like they're trying to do Kingsfield.
Yeah, it's also got like an old style graphical thing, a bit like a black and white television thing going on.
I'm thinking Quake. It looks like Quake.
It does. Yeah, the sort of low poly and
that low poly, like Doom, Quake kind of feel. But
mythical feudal Japan.
But so the guns, you got swords and shit.
It's like you're looking through the lens of a camera, though.
Yeah.
Swords and Dookie.
It doesn't look like you're
even got like Resident Evil vibes, like when you're going up to a door and interacting with it, it does like the PS1 style thing where it cuts to like a black screen with a door opening and then it takes you to the next place. So
pretty much fighting the undead.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to do a Resident Evil type, Kingsfield type spin on a game. And it's even got the merchant who looks like a Resident Evil character with he's even got the same dark purple fucking neck scarf. So it looks like they're trying to do like Kingsfield meets Resi Evil, and that looks fucking boss, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Andy? There is a demo, so I'm expecting you to play it.
Yeah.
I might just hold off and buy it.
This is something you would smash in a couple of days, Andy. I think you'd like this one.
Yeah, this looks like that.
Well,
Might absolutely make it
It's
right.
actually done by a guy called J.R. Hugipol, which is a
lot of things been put into things' mouths.
What?
It's like my kind of game.
Anyway,
Gosh, this
J.R.
guy
Hugipol,
looks a little fucked, to be honest.
A solo indie dev in New Zealand.
Why are their eyeballs always hanging out?
Yeah. But yeah, this one's out in the
Do you know
15th of May.
what I mean?
Yeah, that's disturbing.
So Andy,
This looks quite good.
you gonna get it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we just put it on my
What are you
wish
thinking?
list.
I know you like weird looking things. What are you thinking?
This looks messed up. I like it.
It's like
You
Silent
like
Hill Resident Evil vibes to it. Right? Like,
Yeah, but with like more chopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Choppy.
Yeah, it looks like good shit. Man,
Yeah,
the indie devs are always like they're the ones who are going to take risks and make interesting looking stuff over these big companies that are told to make something safe.
Pookie, you could make me do this for a horror night. It's yeah.
I could do, yeah. Sounds like a plan, man. Like, although I do have 6 lined up for you, I'm just waiting.
6? What the fuck?
Yeah, the couple of them are, yeah.
That sounds like you're gonna be busy.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking
But,
forward to
yeah,
it.
so
to be
that
honest.
one's done by
Labyrinth of the Demon King on the 13th of May.
yeah. Andy's gonna be buying that one day one. Hey, right,
I don't
last
imagine
one. Hey?
I don't imagine it costs too much.
No, I
This
don't
last
think-
one's the cult, next one from the Cult of the Lamb people, eh?
Yeah, this is Monster Train 2, follow up to Monster Train from 2020, so it's been 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, Cult of the Lamb sold so well, but Monster Train came before Cult of the Lamb, I'm pretty sure. So
It did.
Probably
Yeah.
the Lamb's great fun, but this looks like a completely different kind of game.
This is a kind of
Different thing.
card-based roguelike demon killer.
you love your card games, don't you, Mikey?
They've already done a crossover of Cult of the Lamb. You got
It's also because it's got a cute animal in it as well, Mikey.
Well, I mean, do demons count as animals?
Yeah,
as long as they die.
You can do it as a PvP. This one's
Demon
got new
animals.
clans and new enemies, and new
Oh,
challenges,
soundtrack.
new modes in it. So
Yeah, the
it's like
soundtrack
you've got to
really
defend
heavy.
your power by using characters and their cards and their skills and things.
Looks like it's just like
Turn-based battle.
they've made this for people who were fans of the first one and just kind of sharpened all the.
It plays
edges
a
off
little
it,
bit
really.
like that game I've been playing, that Aratus Lords of the Dead. It plays a little bit like that.
Yeah, I was thinking that, or Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah.
It mixed with a little bit of what do you call it? That's that fucking Hearthstone, that card game that Blizzard made.
Balatro.
No, Hearthstone.
Oh, right, okay, Hearthstone, yeah.
So yeah, I mean it
But
looks
yeah,
okay.
anyway,
I'm
this
never.
is- The only thing I would say, Aratus is quite dark and gritty. This is very bright and colourful in your face and cartoonish. It's very... I like it a lot.
That's probably their niche, right? Because all the rest of the games that are kind of structured like that are all pretty gritty. There's like Darkest Dungeon, Aratus,
Yeah.
or the fucking. There's one that's like a circus one as well, but it's all really violent and dark. Whereas this is the first one I've seen that's like you could give that to a kid to play kind of thing.
Yeah. But yeah, so I might check out at some point. This one's on the 21st of May. It's done by Shiny Shoe, who also did the first one, of course. And that's all we have for this week. Any questions?
I do have some honourable mentions.
Oh, go on then. Honourable mentions.
First one is called Tralalero Tralalala Survive the Night.
Oh yeah, I
Of
looked
course
for
it
this. I couldn't find much info on it. Tell me
Well, then-
Trying to Google that. Oh, a fucking name for a game, by the way.
Yeah. How'd you spell that?
I'll type it. Tralalero.
It's just
La-la.
Nick fucking singing on
Battle Royale.
Tralalero, tralala, survive
Yeah.
the night. Why not just call
Yeah.
it Survive the Night?
They've got Survive the Night and then they've got Battle Royale. So I'm pretty sure Battle Royale's coming out first this month, and then Survive the Night's coming out a little later on.
What's wrong?
Well, it's just it's basically a shark with trainers. It's a stick with a baseball bat.
Oh,
If you look at the enemies,
So the Survive the Night is a kind of one that's got it's Dead by Daylight, Andy. So it's like the next one that's going to try and take on and knock Dead by Daylight off for top spot.
it's got no chance.
It's Survive the Night. Battle Royale is a little different. So it's like the premise is it's these three different types of creatures anyway, and like you've got to try and get away from them, and it just looks really fucking ridiculous. Like, I mean, it's a giant shark with trainers trying to kill you on land.
I'm somewhat concerned by the lack of video, but we will see where this one goes.
This will be the one we'll get a message in like a few weeks' time. It'll just be like, guys, check your Steam inventory. I've got a game for us to play tonight.
Yeah. That's pretty much the premise of it. Yeah. Anyways, but the one's out on I think later in May, and the other one's going to come, I think, the next month or two after, or something like that. Like so. The next one I had is VR only, so that's not going to be for any of us. But I just wanted you guys to look at it because I just thought it was a fascinating idea. It's called Wall Town Wonders. It's in Steam. And it's basically like a wall in your bedroom or different walls in like your house or something like that, and you're building like a civilization or a town or whatever on a wall.
Oh wow! That's cool.
And you are obviously, you can like see the floating hand, so you are literally like in control of like the people and everything like that. Like, and you like, there's like missions, quests, this sort of shit, and then you have to like protect this town from like invaders, which would be like, I don't know. Well, like there's a ladybug.
Yeah.
You know,
flies
like
and insects.
Kids coming into the room. But it just looks really fascinating. I just thought it was a really fascinating idea, and it kind of looks like a French type town or something like that you're building and all this sort of shit. But you're
really nice.
That actually looks great.
Spread out across the house, and it's like it evolves in time to like vehicles where they get like trains. You can connect it around the house or something like that, and planes, and they visit each other in trading and all this sort of shit, and it expands in that. And I just thought it was fascinating. Like,
it's quite.
It's like being the BFG.
World games.
in a nutshell, yeah. But that one's out on. But that one's out on, as far as I know, on Steam. I think it's going to be out on PlayStation as well, but it is VR only. So Wall Town Wonders VR only, and that's going to be out on May 7th. So I don't know if it's on Xbox. I didn't check. I just know it's on PlayStation 5 and Steam. So
cool.
the next one I had is an indie game called Wings of Endless. I'm pretty sure all of these are in Steam.
That sounds so familiar.
Wings of Endless. So this is an action RPG game. Metroid type game. Looks like one of the older Final Fantasy type games. But I just thought this looked really good, to be honest. Like it's got decent gameplay, decent graphics for what it is. It's like left to right. Side scroller, you can go left, you can go right, that sort of thing, like puzzle based, dungeon crawling, all this type of thing. Like, so basically this bounty hunter, and you've got to go through different areas, hunting and doing jobs for people and all this sort of shit. Like, so very pixelated type game, but I just thought it looked really good. It looked like a good premise.
Definitely.
That one's out on platforms, and that one's out on May 8th. The next one is called The Abandoned Planet.
Oh, I've heard of this one.
So this one is like a space type game. It's 100% puzzle game. So you are transversing.
Pixel art, really nice pixel art.
Yeah, you're transversing the universe basically in a ship as this as a woman who's just by herself, and she's I can't remember what the premise is, but it's just it's just
a wormhole tears open in space, an astronaut is hurled down and crashes on a distant planet and has to figure out how to get. So it's done like a classic first-person point-and-click type thing, like Myst.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's puzzle-based, so you have to. Pretty much, and you have to get through this whole area using your ship as a premise for tools and all this sort of thing to find your way across this planet or something like that. Like, and it's an ancient civilization or something, and you got to try and figure out all the puzzles through the whole game to get to the end, to try and find a way off the planet or fix your ship or something like that. Like, and
it's got like 16-bit kind of pixel style, and it's got rotoscoped animation in it, which reminds me of. Did you ever play Flashback?
Yes, Flashback. That's one of my favorite. My brother and my dad's favorite games ever. And Flashback 2 came out last year or the year before, so I played that and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was such a memory lane one night.
The animation in it is just the same vibes. It's really cool.
Yeah, spot on, isn't it, man? So, but that looked really cool. So yeah, that's on. I'm pretty sure that's on all platforms as well. On May 8th. The next one I had is called King Arthur Legion 9, but it's Roman numerals. I can't remember how to spell.
King Arthur Legion 9.
Yeah.
IX.
Yeah, IX, so Legion 9. This one looked quite good, to be honest. It's obviously a little different from the previous ones I've just mentioned. It's a lot more better graphics, but this is very RPG. So this one's an RPG.
This is a tactical one, right? This is turn-based. This is closer to XCOM.
Yeah, it's based in the Roman era as well. So you're like a legionnaire or something like that. And yeah, Avalon. So Avalon's obviously well known, well used, and it's like the place is fucked. It's cursed. Everyone's been turned into these fucking things, and you've got to transverse through it to try and get to wherever you're trying to get to, basically. But I just thought it looked like it's got a decent combat system, decent story as well that I've heard, and the kind of way it's like a top-down kind of view and follow, like a bit like Pillars of Eternity, if that makes sense. Like a Diablo type Pillars of Eternity look. So
ARPG type thing.
Yeah, so but it looked pretty good actually. And the fact that you can have so many people in your team, so you can have up to like I think it's 6 people. So it's like it's not. I don't think it's turn based. Is it turn based?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Turn based. Think like the squares and grids that you would get out of fucking like.
Yeah, so
XCOM or Shadowrun.
Yeah, XCOM. If you like Divinity 2 as well, Diablo. I think this would be very much up your street as well.
Yeah.
But it's like those, but same premise of killing undead and etc. But it's legionnaires, Roman legionnaires. So
this is it's out on the 9th of May, but you can buy it and play it right now, and it's getting reviews right now too.
May 6th it's out. I'm pretty sure, but on the PlayStation, but it says 9th on Steam. So so if you can play it now, go for it. But this looked like quite interesting to me.
Hey.
This one here, I don't know if there is anything on it because I couldn't find anything on it. I don't know if it's even. Maybe you guys can find something on it, but I found it on the PlayStation Store, and I found it.
How many honourable mentions have you got, Pooh?
This one and one more, and I'm done. But this one's called Lilliput Hito Miniature World, and I just couldn't find anything on it. But it says it's out this month, and I just don't get why I can't find anything on it. So I don't know why they're saying it's out when I can't
Loop
find
Out
anything
Hero
on it.
Miniature World. It's got a sale page. It's got a game page on PS, but nothing.
Yeah, but it says it's out this month on the 13th. But I've just can't. It just looked really, really interesting. Like the premise and the what do you call it? Like Honey Shrunk the Kids type shit. But I can't find anything on it, so I'm just saying honourable mention. It's out on PlayStation, but I can't. Yeah, and because I can't find anything on it, it's intrigued me even more. Like, but yeah, so
releases on the 13th.
Yeah,
And that's
Yeah,
a colossal adventure. What starts on an ordinary day turns extraordinary when a young boy is mysteriously shrunk by a rogue shrinking machine. Now trapped in a massive world of oversized wonders and lurking dangers, he must summon all his courage to navigate towering obstacles, outsmart menacing creatures, and find a way back to normal size. Yeah, so it's like a Honey I Shrunk the Kids, or what was it, Xbox One Grounded. It's a bit like that sort of thing.
I was thinking Grounded as well.
Yeah, so explore a giant world, and then test your wits against creatures and things. Basically, find a way to return yourself to size. Yeah, so it's a simple enough premise. It's kind of like those Grounded games where you're shrunk. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. There's a lot of stuff like that out there. So yeah, it looks like a fun little game. It looks good. It's in like a sort of cartoony style. So yeah, it looks good. I like it. It's the kind of thing I'd like to play, but I don't have a PlayStation, so.
exactly. So, but yeah, it could be good. This last one doesn't have anything on it either, but I've already bought it, so I'll be playing this by myself. I'm pretty sure you guys might have an interest in it as well. But the premise of it is that you enter a realm of passion and intrigue with hentai girl succubus. This tantalizing puzzle game invites you to
everyone just turn off now.
This tantalizing puzzle game invites you to uncover the mysteries of alluring anime succubi through strategic gameplay, explore their stories, unlock breathtaking artwork, and immerse yourself in a world of romance and challenge. So, I mean, what more do you need, man?
Good lord! And welcome to Hentai Corner.
I mean, if you're going for romance, you
that
don't really want
dirty, hairy, smelly, stained corner.
You get it's like there's 33 different design puzzle levels. I mean, you can unlock your own private gallery. You can create your own gallery with it as well, like in this sort of thing, like So
many different ways to have a fun time.
Yeah.
Such gameplay.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'll do some gameplay, so that'll be fine. No worries.
You get you one of those VR headsets.
I have to play it with the sound off, though. I can't play it with
a VR headset and one of those fucking
real doll.
Yeah, the body pillow. That's it. Yeah,
walking around my bedroom with a raging iron on, like with this VR headset.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Right, is that all we have for today?
And that's out on the 22nd of May for all who were interested.
Yeah.
For anyone that cares.
Weirdos. Right, are we finished for today?
That's me.
We are finished for today. Yeah.
Finished with all the weirdness and nonsense and whatever.
Dog buttholes.
We're finished with the podcast for today, though.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Right,
thanks
we're
for
leave
listening.
It there. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being with us. Nick was late, so thanks for waiting up for him.
Yeah, appreciate it. Like, yeah.
I mean, we started with.
I've got a life now. But yeah, no. Anyway, but yeah, obviously listen to this on Spotify. Mm-hmm. You got Gamerstalk streams on Twitch. You got me and Pookievision and iArcade on Twitch. You got Dogsterp on the old YouTube, and then you can email us at whatever John says it is.com. And keep the toxicity of your gaming down. Share the love. Is what it is.
Yeah, just be good and all that shit. Right, thanks for listening, guys. We're going to leave you. See you later on.
Much love.
Adios.